What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, a very anticipated video, I might add. Do you have a hard time staying focused? Because I know I do, and that's why I drink Magic Mind. Now you might be wondering, what is Magic Mind? Magic Mind is a little 2-ounce shot here that you gotta just shake. You gotta shake this real well. What it is it's a whole bunch of vitamins, nootropics, and adaptogens. It allows your body and mind to remain awake for a long period of time, and you can stay focused. So make sure you get yourself a Magic Mind and continue learning. Because learning is the best thing that we can possibly have and the best thing that we can possibly do for ourselves. If you would like to give Magic Mind a shot, because it's an energy shot. Anyways, if you would like to give it a shot, follow the link down below in the description. And don't forget to use the coupon code, the Aqua Papa 20, to tap 20% off your first order of Magic Mind, or your second order, or your third order. I gotta give a little bit of backstory. So there's three kinds of people that are going to be watching this video. There's going to be the subscribers that watch every video. Thank you guys. You're appreciated. Let me know in the comments what you think of this, because you've been waiting for this. There's people that have subscribed because of this series. And then there's people that are just joining the channel, and let me be the first to welcome you and say thank you for joining us. So about 2 years ago, I started this series, the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey Myth series, and it quickly became one of the things that got us to where we are today in subscriber count. The original Electric Blue Jack Dempsey Myth video is my second most viewed video, part 2 is the third most viewed video, and part 3 is the 7th most viewed video on this channel. So let me lay out the premise of this series. The whole idea was, when you searched Electric Blue Jack Dempsey on YouTube, you only got videos from like really one person, and this person was basically telling you not to buy these fish. It's a complete waste of time, it's trash, don't do it, they shouldn't exist. And I'm against that. I didn't think that was true. There was no truth behind that, and these fish aren't hybridized in any nature. They're a naturally occurring color variant of the Jack Dempsey. So I wanted to prove that it's completely possible to keep these things. I mean, I've seen them in adult sizes. It's not really a waste of time, in my opinion. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to grow out an Electric Blue Jack Dempsey in a community type setting, just like you would with any other fish. Now, that didn't work out. So it started with 3 individuals. One of them died very soon after purchase. It was a few weeks, probably under a month, I would say. I'll have to look back and I'll let you know right here exactly how long it was. So that fish died. And then another one died. Just out of nowhere. Nothing like seemed wrong. There was no signs of illness. So like their poop was fine. There wasn't any like lesions or parasites that you could see. They ate. They seemed like very fine, healthy fish. And then just one day they were dead. And then the last one I had was doing pretty good. I had good faith in that fish, and this would be the fish that you've seen in part 3. So it was the Salvini and the Green Terror. They killed the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey. Electric Blue Jack Dempsey is supposedly less aggressive than the regular color variant Jack Dempsey, but I don't really know. There was a long period of time since part 3, and people have been asking, what's going on? What's up with these Electric Blue Jack Dempseys? Have you quit with the Electric Blue Jack Dempseys? Is the myth busted? The answer is, I just couldn't find any Electric Blue Jack Dempseys until a few months ago, which you guys would have noticed if you have been on Instagram, or I've been putting little hints all around. Like I've just showed off plants in a tank that had an Electric Blue Jack Dempsey in it. Instagram has pictures of the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey that I've had for like a month and a half now. The last video had the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey in it for no reason. So I gave you guys little hints. He's in the secret tank, so it was a secret. I just wanted to grow him out to be about the size that we left off at. Now I'm going to tell you about the changes, and let's check them out. So like I had mentioned, the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey is the size we left off with. I'd say this is about 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit more, maybe 1.75 inches. My whole idea of keeping these things and showing to you in a video is to keep them in a community-like setting. In this tank with the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey, we have 2 albino corridors. Turns out they're male and female. They've laid eggs for me once, but they got eaten. And then there's 2 guppies left. And then there's 2 clown loaches. The only reason there's 2 clown loaches is because I couldn't find any more than 2 at the time. Oh, and there is my Asian opal clam. So anyways, still, in my opinion, a community type setting. There's 7 fish in here and 1 invertebrate. Actually, there is some snails. So other than the stocking, there are some things that are also different about this. This is a 10-gallon aquarium. Before, I had them in a 110-gallon tank. This tank is pretty well planted. The other tank was not planted at all. And he's the biggest aggressor in the tank. It's the most dominant fish. It's the only cichlid in the aquarium, so there's far less stress. Oh, and there is a neon tetra. I forgot about the neon tetra. That was the one leftover neon tetra from when I forgot to turn off my CO2 on the 5-gallon tank. So we've learned that stress is a big deal with these fish, so if you provide them a stress-free, tranquil area such as I have provided here, they'll probably do a lot better. I still do believe that every once in a while these fish are just gonna pass for no reason, seemingly. They are very susceptible to diseases. The Electric Blue gene is a double recessive gene. It's similar to albinism. And you gotta care for these fish. They're very sensitive and intolerant to a lot of different things, like different medications they're very sensitive to. I haven't treated this with any medication other than this herb tanna by Microlift. And all this really does is it makes any parasites that might be in the fish, when they come out, it makes them get stuck down in the substrate so they can't get back to the fish, and then they end up starving. And the herb tanna is 100% organic. I am going to be planting more plants in here. This isn't the end game home for the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey. I'm just growing them out in here, and then we're going to put him into the 75 once he's bigger. And then this will be the forever home for, if you're already guessing and you think you know what it is that's gonna be, you know, forever homed in the planted 10-gallon tank, let me know in the comments right now. Like, pause the video, I'll give you a second. So we're filtering this tank with a sponge filter you can see in the back, and it's being heated with one of those preset 76-degree heaters. I believe this one's a top fin model. So yeah, that's what's powering this tank, just air filtration in a small heater. 76 degrees in there all the time. I do water changes on it once a week. I don't really need to do water changes on it once a week, but I just want to be sure that the water quality is always really good for this guy. From what I understand, once you get them to like 2 inches, 3 inches, you know they're just going to stay alive unless something bad happens. They're not just going to randomly flunk out on you once you get past 2 inches. Now that we prevented you from cheating, let's see what's in the 5-gallon. So here we have the male. Get a little close to them. They're very skittish. They're way more skittish than other species that I've had. But they're still pretty awesome. So if you look down in this corner, there's an eggshell in there. The eggshell in there is for the snails. We were growing them out in here before we put the puffer in here. But the female has made this eggshell her home. These fish are Apistogramma banshee, or formerly known as the Apistogramma Inca 50. I'm super excited to have these guys. They're actually pretty rare in general, so not just in the hobby, they're actually relatively rare in the wild. Most of these guys that you will ever see being sold in stores are going to be wild caught, so I'm going to be happy to start aquaculturing these guys. I did just only get 1 pair for the moment. I want to make sure I dial everything in and I figure out breeding. I just want to know exactly the process of what I'm going to need to do to breed and produce fry perfectly. And then I will obviously get more, and we will be breeding Apistogrammas pretty frequently, and I will be super excited about that. So something to look forward to. That will be another journey that I guess we're starting now. So the big question now is, have I came to a conclusion on the myth, or have I proved anything? I think the only thing that I've proved is that they are hard to care for. They're difficult to get to the point where they're just going to be alive forever. And I still don't think that it's a waste of time. If you want this fish, I mean, right now, if everything goes with this fish, that's the 4th fish. It's like a little over $100. I've paid, you know, I've paid a couple of $100s for a fish. I've had red Texases that I've paid crazy money for. What's the difference? I want the fish. If you want the fish, get it. Get them. What's the worst that's going to happen? It's going to pass away and you're going to have to get another one. And so on and so forth. I guess it comes down to how much are you willing to spend to get one of these things to stay alive. And I believe the first 3 that I got, I paid 25 bucks a piece for. And then this one, I believe I paid 30. So $105 to get one if this one stays alive, which I'm sure it will because it's looking good. Plus, like, we see pictures all the time and videos of full-grown Electric Blue Jack Dempseys, so it's obviously not impossible or a waste of time. That's just somebody's opinion. And speaking of opinions, I want to know what you think about the Electric Blue Jack Dempseys, so let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this video, hit the like button. You made it this far, so I'm assuming you enjoyed it at least a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. Don't forget to do your water changes, and until next time, guys, peace. I don't know what I did with my hands there. That was weird. We're leaving it, though. Peace.